have been well since our last meeting in a similar platform. For those who are new, I'm Nelson, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you into my today's presentation, where we shall be handling the title RGB LED lighting, or maybe in a similar term, we shall be demonstrating on how we can construct a circuit that should be lighting a 3-color combined LED, which is commonly known as RGB. And of course, from the name we can get the 3 basic colors that we shall be outputting in this demo. So, and those colors are we have the red color, which is denoted by the R. We have green color denoted by the G, and we have blue color denoted by B. This is not to say that we cannot get other colors from this LED. Of course, we can get as many colors as they exist in this world by simply mixing those primary colors into different ratios, and we shall see all that maybe in future videos. So without much ado, allow me get started with our presentation. And before that, I would like to urge, maybe if you are new into my channel and you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider doing me a favor by just clicking the subscription button. You like and share widely to your colleagues, and most importantly, click the notification bell so that you may get notified whenever we have a new upload. With all that said and done, I do think we are now ready to kick off with our presentation. Now, remember, we are working from Tinkercad as usual, and I'm assuming that you have already logged into your account, and we are now starting right away. So, and your account, we need to create, rather to open a new working space for our circuit. To do that, you're going to come to the designs, you click, then come to the circuits, then at the top here we have create. So you're going to create circuit. You just click on the circuit, and within a few seconds you shall be redirected to this point, or rather this working space we have here. Now we can start by giving our circuit a title, and just as I have said earlier, we shall be lighting a 3-color outputting LED by the name RGB. So you can just have RGB LED lighting, and it's good we specify where are we working from. So in Tinkercad, I think we are set. We have our title ready. Now it is good we get to know the components that we'll be using in this presentation, and of course those components are only 4. We have a microcontroller, which in this case we shall be using Arduino Uno. Secondly, we have our RGB LED, and thirdly we have breadboard, and finally we have a resistor. So let's now start pulling those components out of our gallery here and bring them to our working space. So as you can see here, we already have our resistor here, so you can start with it. You can pull it there. This resistor, maybe you might be wondering, how shall we be using it in our circuit? Shall we use this resistor to control the current that is flowing into our LED from our microcontroller? And in our case, we shall be using a 220 ohm. You can use another value between 220 and maybe, depending on the level of brightness you want to get from your LED, you can vary it to the desired level. In our case, we are going to use 220, and we are not using kilo ohms, we are using ohms. So that is our 220 resistor. To our 220 resistor. We also need to get our microcontroller. So you'll be using Arduino. Arduino is this one. We just pull it, we bring it there. Then we also have breadboard. Our breadboard. See, we have a number of them, but I prefer using this one because it has the marketed sections within it that enables me to do the connection with the match ease. We have the upper section and the lower section being set apart for the powering, and the other two sections in the middle being set for the mounting of our components. Then the last one we have our RGB. RGB is here. You can see it is a 4 terminal. It has 4 terminals. That is the red terminal, the cathode, the blue, and the green. The red, when connected to power, or rather when powered from our Arduino or maybe another source and turned on, our LED will give us a red color. Then our cathode here, this is the negative terminal of our LED and usually connected to the negative bus bar of our breadboard here, which is served with the negative power from our Arduino. And then we have the blue again here when connected to power, either from our Arduino or from any battery, and turned on, this LED will give us a blue color, and the same case applies for the last terminal, which is green. So you can I think we already have all our components on board. I think what's our resistor? Our resistor has disappeared. Maybe I might have cleared it without knowing. I can still get it back. So it is here. I can just bring it back and change its parameters. I have 220, and here I have ohms. So we can now start the connection. Can you start by pulling this one into the breadboard? Can place it there. Then we bring our resistor and connect it to the cathode. Remember this, the holes in the connection section, this section and this section here, these two sections, these holes are connected vertically. So if I place my cursor here, I can see a green highlight, meaning that those holes are connected. In other words, it's just one conductor that has been thread holes, and all of them, we have them being connected, or rather having electrical connectivity in a vertical manner, unlike these two, this section and the one at the bottom, where we have the connection electrical connectivity being in an horizontal manner. All these also are connected, and the same thing applies to this one and the other two at the bottom. Now we have already set our resistor there. We can now proceed, maybe can do powering or connect these terminals to our digital pins of our microcontroller here, and those pins should be between digital pin number 2 all the way to digital pin number 13, because we are using we are obtaining an output from this, and that output is light. So if maybe we are using another device, or rather another component, in which we are giving an input to our Arduino here, we could have used these analog pins at the bottom here. For example, if we are using a potentiometer, you would have connected them into these ports here, and the same thing applies to other sensors, maybe the PIR and many others. So now you can start by doing the powering. So you can connect. We are feeding a 5 volt into our breadboard. Remember that 5 volt, you can clear that and get a better one. Let me change this color to red. You have it there. It's okay. To me, just it's okay. Let's connect the negative wire from our Arduino. Can pull it down a bit. So we are done with the connection of the power. We now proceed to connect these 3 terminals into our digital pins of our Arduino. You can choose any pins between pin 2 and pin 13. In my case, I'm going to use pin 3, 4 and 5, or maybe pin 2 all the way to pin 4. So I can start with the red LED pin. I connect it to pin number 2. And I can change the color of that wire. Let us have red. Then we have blue. Blue I'm connecting to pin number 3. I can change the color of the wire to blue. Then finally I will connect the green terminal to pin number 4. And I can change its color to green. Maybe I can just pull it a bit. I think it's okay. Now we are done with our connectivity. We have connected our components together, and we are now ready, as I said, to proceed to the other section, which is programming. And to write the code, we are going to open this button here. We have blocks, then text. Press continue. So it will be directed to this space. Click on it, control all, clear all that we have there. Now here you are going to start by stating, or rather specify the pins to which these terminals have been connected on our Arduino. And since these pins will remain unchanged throughout execution of the program, we are going to start by specify that it is going to be a constant. So we have that constant. Then these the names of those pins, they are integers, they are all numbers, all number numerals. So we are also going to specify that. So we have int, then you give those pins names. Now those pins, you can give the names of your choice as long as they are adhering to the set rules. Now in this case, you can name my pin, the red pin, to be red. Can use red pin, it's okay. And P for pin should be capital. We have connected the red pin to pin number 2, and you terminate your line. You proceed to the next line. Since it's going to take the same format, I can just do copy pasting and just change the name and the values. That is green, the values, that is 4, and of course this is 3. We are done with that specification or that initialization. We now proceed to specify the manner in which those pins shall be utilized. That is, are we going to use them as inputs or as outputs? To achieve this, we are going to introduce a function called void setup. So void setup. Then we have two brackets and 2 curly brackets. Then inside the curly brackets is where we are going to write our code. So in this part, I've said we are just specifying how we are going to use these pins as either inputs or as outputs. So here you are just specifying the pin mode. So pin, M for mode should be capital. So pin mode into brackets. Just give the name of the pin that you intend to specify. The red pin, all of them, you are going to use them as outputs. In this case, output. Then you close and terminate with a semicolon. The other 2 lines are going to check the same format. So we can just do copy pasting. Sorry for that. There is semicolon missing there. So we are good. We can now change these names. That is blue, and this one is green. We are done with that function. We now proceed to the third and the last function. And this function, we are going to use it to run our code in a repetitive manner, and also we are going to specify how we would like this circuit to work. In other words, we are going to give the pattern that is going to be followed in the lighting process of this LED. So to do that, you need a function by the name void loop. We have 2 brackets and 2 curly brackets. Again, we are going to write our code inside those 2 curly brackets. So here we are going to digital write our pins. And before I proceed, I need to give a brief explanation of what you shall be doing here. In our case, I would like us we have this LED giving out red color first, followed by blue, then green. So to achieve that, we need to achieve, for example, the red light generation. We are going to ensure that our red pin is supplied with some voltage. So to achieve that, we digital write it and set that pin I, and set all the other pins low. So here we are going to have, sorry for that, Our code is here. So here you're going to have brackets. You specify the pin. You can use either the name or just the pin number. So I can just use the pin number to save time. You're going to write it I, then you terminate. Proceed. Proceed. Here, since we only need red to be on, the other pins we are going to digital write them low. Low. So these two pins, they should be digital written low. In other words, we should cut off the supply of voltage to those pins. So we also need to reduce a short delay here, so that we may see the transition of those colors. So we have to reduce a delay of 1000 milliseconds or just 1 second. We now proceed to write a code to display the blue color. So again, let's just copy paste this and have it there. So here we are going the pin, the color that we want to be displayed, we are going to destroy that pin I and have the other pins digital written low. So in our case it is blue pin, which is connected to pin number 3, and we are digital written I and have the other two digital written low. Then we proceed to have a code for lighting the green LED. For that case, you're just going to follow the same procedure. All other LEDs, we have them digital written low and have that LED that pin connected to the green terminal being digital written I. And that is it. That is what we have. That is the code that will be enabling us to control the lighting of those three colors, those three primary colors in the field of colors in a sequential manner, from red to green, then it starts over again. So unless we have an error, that is the code. So let's run it and see if we have an error. Fantastic, our code is error free. You can see just as I decide, we are going to start with red, followed by blue, then green, and it starts over again. So that is all that I wanted to demonstrate in this session. In the next video I shall demonstrate on how maybe we can have these colors, instead of them changing gradually, we have them fading. If it is red, it starts from a low brightness, then it increases, then decreases again, and transits to blue, which ascends up to the climax, then descends again and bridges to green, and the process starts over again. And maybe in the next video, or rather maybe in other future videos, I shall also demonstrate on how we can mix colors and have different colors from these three primary colors that we have in this presentation. So I do believe that we have followed together, and I wish to appreciate you for taking your time to be part of this presentation. And if maybe the video, or rather the tutorial, has been of help to you, don't forget to like, and also if you have not subscribed, subscribe to this channel so that you may get more other videos in the future. I wish now to bid you my goodbye for now, till the next video. So Thank you for now, and stay tuned for the next video.